welcome everyone to the very last session here of this beautiful, beautiful conference that I very much enjoyed so far, and I hope you did too. Starting off here, saving the best guys for last, will be Matt and Ard from Laiier, as well as Henkel, respectively. And yeah, please go ahead, guys, and let's start this last session.
The clicker is here, I think. So, good afternoon. Thank you very much for staying and for your patience and pay some attention to our presentation. We're going to talk about connecting services of smart buildings to the cloud enabled by printed electronics. And it's all about, we're going to talk about a transformation of Internet of Things to the Internet of Everything, actually. And why are we using printed electronics for this? It's quite obvious because it gives you a lot of design freedom. Printed electronics are fairly easy to integrate to the surface and also even to retrofit. We'll learn a little bit later on that from Matt. And it gives you multifunctionality, so that means you can combine different functionalities like sensing, heating in one kind of layer. And it's additive. It's additive processing. It's also relatively sustainable. And it's also made for cost-effective, high-volume production. So for those, after 2 days, who doesn't know printed electronics, still a few steps of what it is. So I'm from Henkel. We are a manufacturer of inks. So we develop and manufacture conductive inks, functional inks. And then we are using a process which is most of the time printing, most of the time screen printing. We also have some other technologies. And then finally you end up with a printed circuit like a sensor that we are talking about today. So we as Henkel have different focus areas, which is smart connectivity, of course, again, related to the Internet of Everything. A lot of devices and components will be connected in the future. And therefore, we need antennas, and we do printed antennas with our inks in screen printing and even in pad printing, which is our latest technology. We also focus on healthcare, where you can think of health patches, what you've seen around today. It's about biosensors, it's about smart hygiene. We did a very nice project with to make a diaper smart. And it's also about wearables. And last but not least, we're talking about smart surfaces and to integrate flexible foils, flexible heating into a surface and even retrofit, as said. We are talking about leak and moisture sensing, pressure sensing, and non-contact liquid level sensing. And that's where Matt will take over.
Great, thank you very much. Okay, so hello, my name is Matt Johnson. I'm CEO and co-founder of Laiier, and I just want to start by talking about our vision for the smart skin for the smart building. So we see a smart skin as two distinct words being put together. The skin is the physical aspect. So I'm on stage with Ad because we're using Henkel inks in our products, but the smart aspect is the ability to take that data from the surface and get it all the way to the cloud so that it's meaningful. And really that's our competence. Understanding conductive inks, understanding printing processes, and utilizing those processes to create effective sensors and transmitting that data in a meaningful way all the way up to our customer. So that's what our aim is. And eventually, we think that there's a case to be made that building materials should have sensors integrated directly into them, and that's an area of active research for us. But right now, where we are is what we call a retrofittable smart skin. So you can think of this as a sticker or a tape, and this is one of the products here. So there's three main components to the product. The first component is the printed sensor. So up here, I have a printed resistive sensor, as I'll talk about in a second. We're really focused on leak sensing with this. And that printed resistive sensor has a number of advantages, which I'll talk about. But really, for customers that we interact with, this looks like magic. So they are totally shocked that this is an electronic device. It's not shocking for any of us. But they really say, it's a smart tape. And they love the fact that they can apply it to so many different surfaces. And what I explain to them is that in this